If you've ever found yourself window shopping for a 2011, but found that you couldn't afford one due to their hefty price tag, now might be a great time to start looking once more. On today's episode, we take a look at Springfield Armory's new release, the Prodigy, which is a double-stacked 1911 and 9mm that shares some of the similarities with the 2011. But before we begin, we'd like to disclose that the 5-inch Prodigy featured in this video was sent to us by Springfield to evaluate and produce our own opinions of their new pistol. The Prodigy is available in two lengths, 4.25 and 5 inches, each with the option to pick it up with or without a hex dragonfly, while additional optic plates are available on Springfield Armory's website. Out of the box, each Prodigy pistol ships with two magazines, a 17-round flush fit and a 20-round extended mag. If you opt for a pistol with an optic pre-installed, you'll also receive the optics cover plate with the integrated rear sight. Additionally, you'll get the standard operator's manual, a warranty card, and a sticker. Now onto the features of the Springfield Prodigy, starting from the muzzle and working our way back. The front end is packed with some notable features. Starting with the barrel itself, it's a forged stainless steel match grade bull barrel with an 11-degree crown and can be had in two different lengths, the 4.25 and 5 inch, ours being the latter. And below that, the Prodigy features a steel full-length guide rod. And moving to the top, you've got a high visibility green fiber sight that pairs very nicely with the U-shaped rear. And moving back down, the front of the slide features wide diagonal grip serrations that make for an easy grip purchase, despite this thing not taking much effort to rack as it is. And below the barrel, the pistol features a full-length Picatinny rail along the dust cover to mount your favorite accessories such as lights or lasers. And moving back, the same serrations found up front are also present at the rear, but with one extra serration. And below that, the Prodigy comes equipped with an extended ambi safety, a skeletonized hammer, and an adjustable trigger made of plastic. And lastly, the polymer grip module is akin to the other 2011s out there, where it can be removed by a single screw on each side. Springfield kept it very simple and aesthetically pleasing by utilizing the same grip texture found on their Hellcat series of pistols, known as the adaptive grip texture. Now let's get on to how this thing shoots and answer some of those questions of worthiness. Straight from the box, and with no added lubrication, we put around 200 rounds for the Prodigy. Now I'm not sure if it's old Army surplus ammunition that I had laying around, or the pistol needing slight break-in or even lubrication, but I did experience 3 hang-ups early on. Outside of those 3 hang-ups, the pistol ran flawlessly. The Prodigy shot smoothly, making each trigger squeeze feel like I was shooting a .22. Keeping the Prodigy on target was pretty effortless, even at the greater distances that we shot it. The bull barrel and overall weight certainly helped keep the muzzle rise at bay, making this a great choice for competition shooters. Mag changes are pretty easy, as you'd expect with a flared magwell. The only issue we came across with mag changes would be with the slide stop being hard to access with our dominant hand. So now that we've highlighted all of the features, let's get on to our customary pros and cons. We'll start with the cons so that way we can end on a positive note. The most notable con would be the weight. This can also be viewed as a double-edged sword. One could jokingly say that it weighs about as much as 2 single-stack 1911s while unloaded, and they'd be pretty close to right. However, the weight could also lend itself to faster follow-up shots due to the added weight of the barrel and other components keeping the muzzle rise down. Another notable con would be the slide stop lever that we mentioned earlier. The lever simply does not protrude enough to make it easily accessible. Most would simply rack the slide, but for those that don't, this may present an issue in their routine.
All the way into the frame. You can't get it with my little tiny phalange.
And lastly, and also materialistically speaking, the plastic adjustable trigger. Not that this is a make or break it for the Prodigy as a whole, because it does work as it should, but since most of the pistol is metal, I feel that the trigger should have been as well. I'll also note that this con is simply objective. Let's get on to the pros, starting with the most significant observation, the slide to frame fit. 2011s are famously known for their buttery feel of the slide being racked back, like a marble rolling on a glass top, and the Prodigy is no different in that respect. Everything is unbelievably smooth on the Prodigy, and the fitment is near perfect. Another notable mention would be the grip. From the moment you first pick up the Prodigy, it almost feels as if it's locked to your hand, or glued for that matter, by way of the adaptive grip texture, which was also one of our favorite highlighted parts of the Hellcat. And lastly, it goes without saying that the adjustable trigger is very nice. It has very little take-up, a crisp break, and a short reset. In summary, the Springfield Prodigy stands out as an amazing option for those who have wanted a 2011 styled pistol but couldn't justify the steep prices of the other competitors out there. Because the Prodigy will MSRP at around $1,500 without an optic and $1,700 with one, you should be able to find these at your local shops for a little less, making this a much more affordable option with a lot of the same features. The Prodigy is built like a tank. It's buttery smooth to operate, feels great in the hand, and has some easily customizable options available to the shooter. And even though I prefer a traditional 1911 and don't quite like the overly done up 1911s, I simply can't deny the facts in how well a 2011 performs over a traditional 1911, especially for competition shooting. If you're looking for a 1911 or 2011 that is competition ready, you'd be hard pressed to find a more viable option at this price point. If you enjoyed our video and would like to support us, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share us with your friends for future content. As always, we hope to see you on the next one. The Average Shooter, out.